At this time, I want to speak briefly about the Tudun Biri incident that occurred in Kaduna State, as the investigation has been concluded. The military has conducted a painstaking investigation into the Tudun Biri incident that occurred in Kaduna State and has initiated disciplinary action against those that we found culpable. Accordingly, the affected personnel are to face a court-martial for acts of omission or commission with respect to the Tudun Biri incident. I am, however, constrained to speak much about the incident, as it will be adjudged as prejudicial, being a case before a court-martial. However, it must be made clear that the incident was a mistake and the victims of the strike were mistaken for terrorists. But for the number of personnel involved, there are two of them. Two. On this note, on behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, General C.J. Musa, officers and personnel of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, our condolences goes out to the families and the loved ones of all those killed in that very sad strike. It is hoped that there will be no more repeat of strikes and non-combatants in our ongoing operations across the country. As we all know, this incident is not recent. And at the time of the incident, which the incident took place, several high-powered delegations, both from the government and from the military, have visited, and they have made statements and also made assurances. What I can say is that those assurances will be brought to light. The military will take extra precaution in the future to ensure that non-combatants are safe. Now, what has become obvious from our operations is that tactically, whenever there is a clash between troops and terrorists on the ground, troops clearly win in the firefight. Though sadly, in certain instances, casualties are sustained by own forces. However, each and every engagement event ends up with troops' victory, with several dead or surrendered terrorists in every location. Likewise, our air assets conducted aggressive air flights during the month of April. Whenever air assets confirm terrorist presence and their movement of the movement of terrorist commanders and their foot soldiers, the targets are acquired and fighter jets are scrambled to carry out major bombarding raids on significant terrorist enclaves or terrorist activities that have been observed and acquired. Accordingly, during the month of April, several terrorist leaders' enclaves were engaged. And these enclaves include that of terrorist commander, one of which is Nasanda and his loyalists. They were taken out in Zulmi local government area of Katsina State. Another, which took place on the 13th of April, during the airstrike, 3 senior terrorist commanders, namely Ali Dawood, Bakura Fallujah, and Malam Airi, were neutralized at Koleram along the Lake Chad region. Additionally, on the 15th of April, the enclave of terrorist commander Babaru in Kankara local government area of Katsina State was destroyed, while on the 19th of April, the terrorist hideout belonging to a senior terrorist commander named Kamilu Buzaru in Damusa local government area of Katsina State, and that enclave was decimated. Also, on the 20th of April, a gathering of senior terrorist commanders, namely Ado Aliro and Kamilu Basaru in Damusa local government area of Katsina State, was disrupted by airstrikes. The battle damage assessment of all these airstrikes revealed that several terrorist combatants and their commanders were neutralized in the course of the airstrikes. Other terrorist leaders and commanders engaged by our airstrikes include that of Malam Yadi at Meriga local government area of Niger State. Then there's the enclave belonging to terrorist commander Abdullahi Nasanda and Malam Tukur in Zurmi local government and Gusau local government areas of Zamfara State, and they were equally engaged in the month of April. Additionally, the enclave of Malam Umar and several other commanders located in Alawa forest area of Niger State were engaged. Others include Bello Turji's camp in Kagara forest located between Shinkafi in Zamfara and Isa local government area in Sokoto. All the surviving commanders that have escaped these attacks, I can say, are walking corpses. It is just a question of sooner than later before they will be taken out of the battlefield. From all this, you will observe that the synchronized strikes between the ground and air forces during the period of April has resulted in several casualties. Indeed, 715 terrorists were neutralized in the month of April. And during the process, troops arrested 146 persons and rescued 465 kidnapped hostages. Furthermore, troops recovered 937 assorted weapons and over 23,000 assorted ammunition, and denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of over 2 billion naira in the month of April.